How's it going, everybody? I know I haven't really done much of a loadout video, but that's all gonna change for this year. 2024, new loadout, new me. So let's get right to it.
I don't know how to fucking say it.
First and foremost, I'm gonna keep it really simple. I have this HK Army duffel bag that you can purchase pretty much anywhere nowadays. These things are fairly popular in the world of paintball and airsoft. I've been using this backpack for at least 2 to 3 years now, and it's just been the best. Looking into the bag, I do play a lot of recreational and speed, so I have a loadout for both. I have this chest rig that I use specifically for recreational play. It's pretty simple. It's all speed QB based. You got the chest rig here, followed by the mag pouches, which are pretty much the Neppro, my new sponsor. And then I have the dump pouch that's right here with the cooler for your patch. Just what I need to get in and out of the field. And if I show up to the field late when game's about to start, then I can just put this on right away. I have my mags in there. Only need 3. I'm not trying to be too sweaty on the field, but this is pretty much all I need for now. When I do play speed or do any scrimmages or do any tournaments for, you know, like NSL, CSL, Speed QB, or anything else, I have my newer belts from Neppro, which has been nothing but short of awesome, because this belt has pretty much everything that I need. Also based out of Spain. If you guys are interested in looking for a belt like this, definitely check out their website and use code FERN for 5% off. Yeah, I know, shameless plug, I had to do it. The belt itself, I know there are a lot of belts out there, you know, that kind of gives you the same feel of the Speed Soft and Death HQ belt, but this one has a little bit of padding for a lot of back support. I mean, especially if you're an older player, I honestly like this. And you could put whatever mag pouches you want in there. It doesn't have to be the Neppro ones. It could be the ones that you currently have, whether that's HK Army, Speed QB, Death HQ, or whatever. That fits everything. It's all Velcro based. You can put whatever patches you want in it. I kind of put like the old Speed QB Mole Velcro patch on here, and that has like all my normal patches that I put on my work backpack and all that good stuff. Now kind of on to the next thing, you know, I have to have some stuff for HPA, right? So the tank that I have here is a 50-4500 CI tank. It's been nothing but nice. Ninja says it's carbon light, so you know, these things are a little bit expensive out there on the market, going from between $160 to $180. I've been able to take off the regulator on top here. Kind of need to do that when you go on flights and everything, when I travel to, you know, other places for tournaments, whether that's SoCal, Rhode Island, New York, or whatever it might be. This tank is very small, otherwise known as the peanut tank. This is the only one that I have, and it's the only one that I haven't had issues with, so I still run it. Arm pads, again, this is more for the speed soft style of things, where I'm out there on the field, I want to get a little bit more sweaty, you know, slide into bunkers or you play snake. This particular damaged pair, you can find on Amazon for about 30 bucks. The HK Army, the dyes, those ones that are like $60 to $70, I mean, it's all the same material, because if you're sliding on concrete, it's all gonna get destroyed in the same amount of time. So these work for me better. This thing's kind of cool. It's an HK Army headband case. I felt like I always wanted, because I never had a place to store my headbands. I don't really wear headbands too much, but this kind of just holds everything that I have, at least the 2 bands, this overly expensive Hormesis band, and of course the Sandana that I bought like 3 years ago when the speed scene was at its hype in Northern California. This case has been pretty cool. It's about $20 or so, $20, $30. If you can find it cheaper, awesome, but it's a cool case to kind of carry everything, so that way it's not all jumbled into your bag. I try to keep everything more simple and organized as best I can. This has been my favorite thing that I've had for a while. This is the ARC mechanical rifle that just came out about a few months ago. Shout out to the guys over at ARC Airsports and John for hooking this up. No lipo needed, the best mechanical marker that is out there. But taking a look at everything here, this is just the best bang for your buck. So if you guys are in the market for one, just check their website out. The base price is starting at $1,700, but it is definitely worth it. Their customer support is very awesome. If you need to talk to John, he's a very cool guy. He'll help you out wherever you need. This is just one of the main rifles that I do use for the speed field. The recreational field, I just kind of use pistols or like my KWA build, so this isn't really something I really would use on a rec field. Again, that would just be kind of too sweaty of me. That's just my opinion though. But if I needed to make content or reviews, of course I would use it on a rec field, but this is mostly for tournaments and speed night, of course. So I have my Odin speed loader that I've had for a few years. Just a basic Odin loader, has the 916 Customs aluminum wheel in there, just to kind of feed all my babies efficiently, especially against those EPM 1s. PTS EPM 1Ss and 1 mags. It's very durable. I've had them for at least 2 or 3 years at a time before they start messing up. I can definitely fix them easily. If I have the EPM 1Ss, I'll use these for like, you know, some quick gameplay on the rec field or like a shotgun. I have these base plates from HK Army again. I know Airsoft Gateway makes base plates, but they're usually kind of sold out. So HK Army has been kind of coming through with the Airsoft gear and everything. So BBs, I know some people ask like, well, what BBs do you use? Still using the AEX Tracer BBs, the .25s. Those are the only ones that they sell in the Tracer format, just .25s. They've done really well in the HPA setting if you're using a 6.03 millimeter inner barrel. In comparison to a 6.01, where the residue on these BBs will definitely leave a lot of gunk from an HPA build. You gotta be aware that you might have to do a lot of cleaning after each session if you do use a 6.01 millimeter barrel. They shine really nice, but it just does leave a lot of gunk for a smaller diameter of an inner barrel. It's always good to have a second pair. LiPo bag, really big. Just again, this is for my KWA build. I just have these two Titan Dean's batteries here. Bag's nice. I mean, honestly, you can just get this for like $5 on Amazon. The whole setup here is just basically for Speedsoft. When I do have my KWA, that's in a separate case. And I use that when I usually go to GamePod. Compartment side here does hold regular markers. So just on the side here, it fits my blue carbon build really nicely. I haven't had any concerns with, the storage here. It hasn't scratched up my build or anything. I take it out, put it back in when I need to, and it saves me a lot of trouble from bringing a separate case. So again, this bag has just been the bee's knees. There have been times where I've stored 2 carbon bills at once in this small little compartment, kind of fitting it like you would for a box of shoes, and it fits nice and evenly. But just keep in mind that you don't have too much stuff in your bag as well, and it should be okay. Going into this bag real quick, I just have like a few miscellaneous things like lights for the rec field. And right here we have an anime waifu barrel cover, again from HK Army. It's like an old edition or whatever. LiPo baggie for all my smaller LiPos that are from AirTac Customs. And this holds it in a very protective small case. Haven't had any issues. Markers for whatever. Sometimes people come up to me for autographs. I don't know why, I'm just a regular asshole. I mean, I appreciate everyone that comes up and says hi, hello. Cables, because you never know if I need to charge anything on the field. And of course the T238 tracer, just in case. I always like to have backup stuff. It's always nice to have a backup. Going into this first pocket here, I have the Navrich toolbox set that they sent me out on my Navrich SSP5 video. This is honestly pretty cool because it comes with a whole plethora of tools that you might need for any build or any situation out there on the field. It's like 20 bucks, 13 bucks or whatever, like 15 to 20 bucks, definitely worth it. Adapter for scuba tanks when I used to bring out scuba tanks, but I just kind of bring this in just in case anyone needs one or is missing one. And that's usually the case when I head out to the speed field. So I have this on the side. Tech Savvy gun lube, and then more gun lube for the ARC Air Sports rifle that they also sent out in the bag. Just more tools in here, but nothing crazy. So going on to the next pocket here. That's what I like about this bag, because it can hold a bunch of other stuff. It can extend if you need to, if you had extra storage, but it has all these other pockets on the exterior and these places where it can put patches on. So one of the main reasons why I stuck with this HK Army bag. Beanie, headband, of course, my bandana, gloves, just basically extra gear that is small enough to kind of fit in here. My Violence shiesty that I got. It's always good to kind of have, because sometimes I'll go on the field and I'm like, did I bring a beanie? Okay, I have one. So I have extra beanies in here, more headbands and all that stuff just to kind of keep in there when needed. And it all fits in there. That's what I like about this bag. It looks like I got another beanie just in case, so kind of more storage for extra gear. The Mio waters, you're getting older in your late 20s, maybe early 30s. You're gonna need at least some form of vitamins or some sort of snack to have on the field. So that's always good to have. I do have snacks, but usually I just kind of buy them in the morning, but I don't carry them in this bag. Not like I used to before, but used to get a headache from some of the supplements that I used to take. And then going to this last pocket here, back massager, thigh massager, just whenever you need it. It was like 20 bucks on Amazon. I barely use it unless I'm really sore out there on the field. I'm playing all day for a tournament or something, then this would be a good use for it. I forgot. My BBs. This is an old Ace Tech bottle that I've had for the past 4 years since I first started Airsoft. I mean, as you can see, I have a lot of stickers here. I have all my BBs from AEX fit in here. I just kind of put it in the bag, and it's a little bit more easier for me to load from the bottle to the actual Odin speed loader. Since sometimes those plastic bags will spill all over your gear bag, and you're gonna have a big mess of BBs, and it's not gonna be a good time. Something to consider. Thanks for watching this video. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, just hit me up on my Instagram or just leave a comment below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I know it's kind of corny, but I am gonna make a separate video for my Airsoft Loadout and my Milsim gear, so I'll keep an eye out for those soon. But other than that, I will see you guys on the next video.